On this episode of the Carolina Sports Guy, it's another mukbang. What are we talking, folks? Dairy Queen and why I ate the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Oh, those yuccaneers. Can't stand them. But first, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so. It doesn't cost anything. Pound that like button. Hit the bell notification to be notified of future video contents dealing with the Carolina Panthers, Carolina Hurricanes, Charlotte Hornets, and major college sports in the Carolinas. And leave me some comments. Let me know what you think, folks. All right, folks, today's video, it's entitled From Dairy Queen to Football Princess. And the reason why I kind of wanted to do a video, just a standard Dairy Queen. And the reason, well, today, I probably will post this video in a couple of days, so it's going to be past it. But as I'm filming this video today, it is June 22nd, 2021, on a Tuesday. And I noticed as I was getting ready to go out and get me a bite to eat, I said, lo and behold, when I was just Googling, Dairy Queen was born or created, not the ice cream, that was a couple of years earlier, 1938, but the burger joint itself, an establishment, was created June 22nd on this date in 1940. So yes, Burger King is 81 years old today. And I said, well, man, they're the home of the flamethrower. Now, I don't like a lot of hot, spicy food, so I just got the double cheeseburger from Dairy Queen. But I said, you know, I haven't done a video. I did one on why, I hate the Saints. I did one on why I hate the Panthers. Now, I got to at least come up with 3 reasons why I hate Tampa Bay. And I said, well, Tom Brady's on there right now, so that's going to be a good reason. What better thing, because Dairy Queen's home of the flamethrower. Well, Tom Brady shoots flames out of his ass. So there you go. But anyway, kind of looking at this, I just kind of want to do it. I didn't get any ice cream. I just got your standard double cheeseburger from Dairy Queen. Like I said, folks, I'd have got the flamethrower. I'm not into hot food, and I thought I'd let Tom Brady take care of that, okay? Very cheesy. The one thing I like about Dairy Queen, burgers, just a plain burger, a lot of people don't like pickles on a burger, and I can give them or take them. Sometimes I won't get them. They have like a sour pickle, very good pickle, good pickle taste. Sometimes I like a sweet pickle, sometimes a sour, but their pickles are magnificent. And the ketchup to mustard ratio is also on the Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen's very good. Okay, well, look at the all-time series with the Panthers and the Buccaneers. We started back, first time we played Tampa Bay was our inaugural year in 1995. And I believe we played them in Clemson, South Carolina, because the stadium wasn't built until 1996. But Carolina has an all-time series lead of 24-17. Now, I know what a lot of y'all are thinking. We played Tampa Bay more. We played New Orleans more, yes. Because the first, I want to say, 6 years of our existence, Carolina was in the NFC West with San Fran and the Rams, and New Orleans and Atlanta, who are still our rivals. And Tampa Bay was stuck in there with Chicago, Green Bay, Minnesota, and Detroit in the old NFC North. So once we aligned, I think when they added Houston as a franchise, and we ended up having like 31, 32 teams, they decided, okay, we got to go to 4 divisions with 4 in each. And Tampa, New Orleans, Atlanta, Carolina in one division, the NFC South, created since 2002. Now, Carolina is 12-9 all time in Charlotte, or the Carolinas, I should say. 12-8 because the one loss they did have was in Clemson. And they're 12-8 at Tampa Bay. So Carolina not only has the series lead, they also have beaten Tampa more in Tampa, and they've also beaten Tampa more in Carolina. The first meeting between these teams was October the 1st, 1995. Tampa Bay won that game 20-13. Now, an interesting note is Tampa Bay has never beaten Carolina more than 3 times in a row. And I want to say Tampa Bay, the first 4 times we played Tampa Bay, they beat us 3 out of 4 times. But the second time we played them is the only shutout between these 2 teams in our history. Carolina shut out Tampa Bay December 1st, 1996. That game, I believe, was in Charlotte, and we beat Tampa 24-0 onto our NFC championship year we lost to Green Bay. Okay. We've been division foes since 2002, however. Okay. Now, Carolina owns one 5-game win streak against Tampa Bay, and that was from September 14, 2003 to November 6, 2005. And we also have a 6-game streak, and this was in the Ron Rivera years, I want to say. It was October 24th, 2013 with Cam, all the way to January the 3rd, last game of the season, in the 2015 season, which was 2016, that Super Bowl run year. We had a 6-game win streak against Tampa. Now, like I said, Tampa's won 3 in a row. October 18th, 1998 to November 12th, 2002, 3-game win streak. But remember, that looks like a big gap. But the 3-game win streak they had is because we weren't division foes, so we didn't play each other twice a year. And I think one of those years we actually skipped where we didn't play them. But like I said, they won 4 of the first 5 meetings. I said 3 out of 4. They won 4 of the first 5 meetings we played. They beat us the first time, we beat them the second, and then they won 3 in a row. So 4 out of 5. And the 4th and 5th win out of that 4 and 5, I believe the first year we were in a division together. Okay? And they have won 4 out of the last 5. Now, a lot of that has to do with the fact they beat us, they swept us a few years ago, and then not this past year, but the year before, we split with them where we beat them in London, and then they come back this year and they beat us twice because they had Tom Brady, the original flamethrower. Let me take another bite of this burger. Tom Brady. I hadn't really had a great record against Carolina. So when he went to Tampa and had picked his team, and we were rebuilding with a new coach, and had lost Cam, Tom Brady kind of cherry picked, like you do when you go to Dairy Queen and you cherry pick what burger you want or what you want on that burger. Okay. Well, I forgot to mention this about Dairy Queen. Since I bit into it and I got thinking, man, this tastes like a good burger you get at a game. Joliet, Illinois is the first Dairy Queen. Okay. The main reason I do not eat the flamethrower is because it's got some type of special hot sauce on it. Much like this kind of sauce that comes out of Tom Brady's ass. Okay, it's got melted pepper jack and jalapeno bacon. In case you like that, I'll stick with the standard. Okay, now, there's 3 things I want to say about this rivalry. Number 3, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have won 6 division titles. Now, 3 of those came in the NFC Central, or North, or what do you want to call it? 1979, 1981, which we weren't even a team then. And then in 1999, they won the NFC Central when we were in the NFC West. At that same time, we had won a title in the NFC West in 1996. Then since we've been in the NFC South together, Tampa Bay has won in 2002, 2005, and 2007. While the Carolina Panthers have won in, gotta go back and look, folks. Well, Carolina Panthers have 5 NFC South championships. So I know basically 2012, no, 2013, 2014, 2015, and then we'll go back and probably look at it was 2003 and 2008, or 2008, 2005. But Carolina has got 6 titles, 5 in the NFC South, where Tampa Bay has got 6 of theirs, but only 3 in the NFC South. And I want you to think about it. They won the Super Bowl last year, but they didn't win the division. Tampa Bay was a wild card. Something else I was looking at, another reason why everybody thinks Tampa's so great, Carolina lost a tough Super Bowl to Brady and New England back in 2003. It was a 32-29 game. Because I want to say we're upsetting Denver in Super Bowl 50 in 2015 season. 24-10, the game was closer than the score, and I felt we just got out-coached. But Tampa Bay got to play the Raiders, and I don't think the Raiders with Rich Gannon were that great with Bill Callahan as their coach. And they had a better team. Tampa Bay won that Super Bowl. And then, of course, last year, Tampa Bay beat Kansas City, and no offensive line with Mike Rimmers playing for Kansas City, and Mahomes got hurt. Tampa Bay thoroughly thrashed them. But they were a wild card team. And when you start looking at their playoff records, Carolina is 9-8 all time in the playoffs. Well, look, Tampa Bay has been around for like almost 20 years longer, 18 years longer. And their overall record is, I want to say, 9-6. So we both have won 9 games in the playoffs. But they've lost 6, we've lost 8. So we've been a couple more times. But the thing about it, 7 of their 9 victories have come in a Super Bowl year. Last year they won a wild card game, or another game, and then they end up winning the NFC Championship against New Orleans or Green Bay. They won those 2. They beat Washington. It was Washington beating the wild card game. Then I believe they beat New Orleans, and then they beat Green Bay in the NFC Championship, and then they beat Kansas City. And the other one, when they won the Super Bowl in 2002, they ended up winning 3 games that year. They won their game, they won the NFC Championship, and I think they beat the Eagles in 1 game, and then they won the NFC Championship. Might have been over the Giants. Can't remember what it was. And then, of course, they beat the Raiders in their Super Bowl. So 7 of their 9 playoff wins come in 2 seasons where they won the Super Bowl. So take the 2 Super Bowl years out, Tampa Bay's got 2 wins. They didn't have any success in the 80s in the playoffs. They did have their first Super Bowl, first playoff win in 1979. And in 97 they won 1. In 99 they won 1. So in the 2000s, other than the 2 Super Bowl years, they haven't really done anything. And like I said early on in the Panthers' infancy, by the time we win a playoff game, they're only winning 1 or 2 more playoff games before these playoff runs. So I kind of hold that grudge against Tampa because they've had 2 Super Bowl wins, but I don't think they've had better teams than us. And I know Brady, and everybody's going to say, hey, Tom Brady's the greatest. He was gifted a team, the defense they had and the receivers he had when he went to Tampa. Jameis Winston plays there last year. They don't even make the playoffs. Okay. Well, look, another reason why I can't stand Tampa Bay. Some of the players they've had over the year, Warren Sapp, some of the rivalry games we've had, their fans in that stupid-ass pirate ship shooting cannons off like they want to shoot off in Tom Brady. Bruce Arians. When Bruce Arians was with Arizona, even with Ron Rivera, the Carolina Panther spanked his ass in a submission. He couldn't beat us. And Bruce Arians wears that stupid-ass Kango hat on backwards like he's cool, like he's hip. And he's the old dude, looks like Santa Claus with a Kango hat. That's another reason why. And that's why I know he wants to beat the Panthers this year again, because this is the year they could actually extend more than the 3-game winning streak against us if they sweep us this year. But the biggest reason I don't like Tampa Bay is fresh in my memory is Tom Brady's stupid ass. The main flamethrower himself. Like I said, from Dairy Queen to a football princess, because Tom Brady is a crying baby. And that's one reason why, because Tom Brady doesn't go to Tampa. Nobody's rooting for them. Nobody's watching them. He goes there and they start winning. And I could put out more. But the hate I really have in this division goes to New Orleans. And it's shared with Atlanta. Tom Brady keeps winning with Tampa, and we start getting better and develop a rivalry. I'm hoping that we can at least split with them this year. It won't be easy. We'll go from there. But it's much like Dairy Queen with these good thick burgers with the flavor. We got to take it to Tom Brady's flamethrower ass. That being said, please subscribe to this channel. It doesn't cost anything. Hit the bell notification to be notified of more content like this. Hit that like button, pound it. Leave me some comments below. Would you to see more mukbangs like today's? Give me some ideas. And we'll see you next time on another episode of Carolina Sports Guy. Don't forget to subscribe.